Party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Los. Aldo NICE is the uncle.
Is it just me, or is black people way too inviting, bruh? Prime example. When you hear about black people talking about the issues that's plaguing the country nowadays, they always say brown and black people, or black and brown people. Just try to make us one big conglomerate. And I feel like, black people just need to get our shit together. We need to mobilize, get on one page, and make it do what it do. Just so we could be big straight. And with that just brings me to my next point. Man, I never really hear Latino people, Hispanic people be on some black and brown stuff or brown and black stuff. Like we need to unite for the better good for all us people. Maybe I'm not in them circles, but I don't hear no talk like that. And it just blows my mind how inviting and how goddamn so friendly us black people could be at times, especially about this type of stuff.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
It's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Rumble's speaking to my soul right now, man. If he never said anything on an intro that was 100% riding my wave, it was this one. Like, the whole some people way too inviting. I literally have two stories that we're going to talk about today where I put that same comment verbatim. Like, the way I wrote it was, it's a recurring theme that black folks are extra understanding. And just that's just what we is, cutting. It's very funny that he said that because I think it's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, I mean, those are big facts. You're not wrong when you're right. We always try to include somebody else into our little struggle. Even though, they might be going through similar things as we go through on a daily basis, but it's not, it hasn't been as long as we had to go through them, and, you're not wrong, you're right. We always try to invite other people, and understand other people's struggle before we make sure and take care of ourselves.
I heard the whole black and brown thing, and I'm really sitting here like thinking about it, like, I don't really think brown people struggling because the crazy. And if we talk, I mean, I'm brown by color, but I guess I'm black by ethnicity. But so I guess when they say brown, they're talking about like Middle Easterns and stuff. Because obviously, like Rumble said, no, who's brown?
Mexicans,
Hispanics, man.
Hispanics, Latinos.
That's brown people.
You obviously not around them circles either.
I'm not.
God damn, dog.
Well, yeah. So okay, cool.
Crazy.
I always thought brown people was like Middle Easterns and stuff, like people from Africa.
Man.
That's like East Africa or something like that.
Nah, they call them sand black people.
Sand.
Anyway, I guess the whole thing to me is that Latino people kind of already united. Like them people work hard, man, and I feel like they got more of a communal, like at nature, a communal lifestyle than we have. Like I feel like a Latino party gonna have more people at it than a typical black party.
Well, that's because they have more people in their immediate family than black people, for one.
All facts.
Yeah, it's looked down upon in the black community. They have 6 kids. But them little Mexican families that have 6, 7 kids and they ain't think nothing of it. I mean, I don't know. I think Rumble's speaking to he's speaking to another, just kind of another idea though, that just as a people, how like, when I was in college, my frat, like if a white boy wanted to be in your frat, you gonna let him in. And he gonna be like, that's the white boy. And then all the black people on campus gonna be like, oh, that's that white boy who is Sigma. And they gonna know exactly who he is and he gonna be live. Or if it was one white boy who came to y'all school, he would be the live white boy at like, oh yeah, that so-and-so, that white boy, everybody know it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could give you 30, 40 examples of how that really work in real life, but I just can't see the shoe on the other foot. If the one black dude wanted to be in Kappa Kappa Kappa, they'll be like, or a teak or some shit. They'll be like, there'll never be a nigga SCA. Ain't that what their little slogan was? Like they don't want you around here. It's not accepting the other way around. And I mean, if the one black dude want to get an MS-13, they ain't gonna let him in.
It's an absolute no go. Yeah. Even if you're black, they even look down on black Latinos, like my skin color Latinos. They even look at them different. You can tell, where I work, they treat them differently. They say little stuff about those, those kids and stuff like that. So that's a real thing. But I think too,
I was listening to a documentary on that yesterday. Los Maradona on HBO. It's a fire documentary, but they kept calling him a dark skinned Hispanic cat from Argentina, and they kept calling him a little black kid from the ghetto. Yeah, this is a dark skinned Hispanic. But go ahead.
Yeah. But I think that does speak to our actual soul as black people. How after all we've been through, we still do have compassion and try to include other races, whether that's a good thing all the time or a bad thing all the time. We do go out our way to make everybody feel invited. Because if you it's a difference between being the one black guy at a white party and being the one white guy at a black party. We definitely, like you said, the one white guy, if he has any little bit of anything, gonna be live at our party. But the one black guy at the white people party is definitely gonna be awkward. And we're much more inviting, like you said.
Now, Raj, do you agree with that?
I mean, I guess what the first thing that came to my mind was it depends on what party you're at.
Okay.
So I think if you in the hood and it's a white dude at the party, then you ain't gonna be that cool. But a random white dude. But if you in the white like hillbilly part of town, like it's the same thing. But I feel like if you just around like people like us and they got the one white dude that come through, then he probably will have a little aura shining around him. This podcast is brought to you by C&H. And then
shout out.
And then but I do feel like I done been in circles with C&H and his crowd, and I honestly feel like they're happy I'm there. Like shit, we got a little flavor in this piece. I
think I agree. I think that's why I asked you how you felt about that, because I know you've probably been in that situation where you've been like the one black guy. But this is something that I'm going to ask and just, take it for what it is. What is the odds, that the one white dude at a party full of black people, that somebody going to be like, fuck you, cracker, or be thinking it. Be thinking it. And what's the odds that the one black dude at a party, they're going to be like, fuck you, nigger, or be thinking it? I not to say everybody like that. I'm just saying the odds are more likely that we just gonna be letting that white boy live and take him in as like brother, as opposed to the other way around.
What's happening, white boy? Yeah, he might get a bunch of white boys. What's up, white boy? Oh, it's the white boy. It's my white boy. You can get a bunch of that, but it ain't gonna be like, hey, who's the nigger?
Unless we got a hotel with us, we might have a hotel with us who might hate him.
No, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that could happen. But without like just to address that, I think let's just say if there's like women involved, and I think if it's a white guy around and he like all over all of the black women, we'd be like, damn, look, you know what I'm saying? Like we'd be like, man, I didn't know you swung like that. Like, look, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, but if on the flip side, I do think it's very situational where if it's a black guy and it's around and he spitting at a whole bunch of white women around and he's the only black guy in that crowd, that there probably would be some eyes on him. Like it wouldn't be like, damn, he taking all our women, or damn, like I don't like seeing that. Like it would be that. Like it wouldn't we would treat it way differently than I think they would treat it as a whole, looking at it as a whole.
I think that's a very, very, very good point. And I think that analogy kind of speaks to everything Rumble said, that I think that black people are just kind of way more inviting, way more putting down our guard, way more accepting of other people than other races. And I mean, it's something that, I mean, the black man is king. A lot of times I think you go through such poverty and oppression over years, and not necessarily poverty, but just oppression over years, that sometimes you just become above a lot of stuff. Or above hating as a people, and I think that's a cool characteristic for black people. But you know what? I'll tell you some things that burned my Boudin this week. The first thing that burned my Boudin this week is Christian McCaffrey, and this speaks directly to what we talking about right now. The way white sports commentators feel about Christian McCaffrey is the way that black women feel about Travis Kelce. Christian McCaffrey burns my Boudin.
I mean, I'd really like to know why. I don't know what that. I don't understand.
I didn't know he was through talking.
I was it. That was it. I mean, the Travis Kelce part is exactly how the phenomenon we was just discussing, that black women love Travis Kelce and black dudes be like, Travis Kelce live. Like, just.
I think Travis Kelce's live.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. But that's us.
And his name is Killer Trav.
I follow his Insta. Yeah, that man is live. So the way black women feel about Travis Kelce is the way white sports commentators and / white men feel about Christian McCaffrey. Like, he can do no wrong. That man is the shit. Like, they want to know how that man dictates. Like, period. And they'll say stuff like that man is better than Kamara, and it's ridiculous. He is nice. He is nice. But you cannot always just because that man he get the same Luka Doncic treatment. Like, cause you white, like them boys supposed to be liver than what they actually is. That's all I got for you.
Let me tell you, let me give you my analogy. Like, just I guess how kind of spitting on it how you are. I think that they feel. I think that it's more like a Tiger Woods situation. Because like, who would have ever thought that a black call it what it is, a black man will be the best or among the best in at that position, like playing golf. Christian McCaffrey, so you just said something about being better than Kamara, and I'm of course a homer. I take Kamara, but I mean, bro, like his body of work speaks for itself. The dude is nice. Like he could be in the argument for being the best running back in the league right now. So I'm kind of not with you on this.
Stop. I mean, look, the thing is, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And numbers don't lie. And I know you're gonna think that his numbers are but I bet if we did a deep dive like last week when Kamara and Zeke Elliott was running into these dope defensive lines and had 18 touches and 20 not 18 carries. Zeke Elliott probably had like something like 23 touches, 24 touches, and Kamara had 20. Christian McCaffrey had 37 touches. Like, I mean, they literally give him the ball every play. He's gonna break down. And I mean, and I'm saying all of that just to say that, yes, the numbers are gonna be there if you give somebody the ball 37 times. And that all goes into the same thing. Like, he's like the Sports Center top 5 highlight last week was him catching a bobbling pass for a 3-yard gain on 2nd and 10. And that was like a 6-yard. I mean, like it was like literally the number like great. 3 play on the. I'm like, that is okay.
I just think it's so. I think they're so happy to have a white running back that is as good as the running backs of the past or running backs now. Good. So So they're gonna hype him up to make like, hey, we got us one. We got that. That's their one. That's their one. They gonna hype him up, man.
I do feel you. I think that he probably, like, if there's a usage rating in football, I think he does have a high usage rating. But if anything, what I'm saying is I think that he's actually good. I think that he could be good on any team.
I think he's good
too. Who would burn my
Boudin
would be somebody like Rex Burkhead, like somebody that like we just trying to get, like we the Patriots and we want a white running back that's above average, but they got better running backs out there. So Christian McCaffrey is special.
So and I'm just gonna say this: Christian McCaffrey doesn't burn my Boudin. Christian McCaffrey stands burn my Boudin. But just what you said Rex Burkhead, it made me think about this. I saw a thing today talking about how people wide receivers in the 80s, there will never be, like, who's the best wide receiver in the NFL in the 80s? Like, who wears a number in the 80s? And it took me like a second to think about it, and everybody's like, nah, he don't wear a number in the 80s. He don't wear a number in the 80s. And the name I came up with was the name they came up with, and it was like, there's only one answer to that. Did either one of y'all think about it in that time period?
No.
It's Jarvis Landry. And, like, that's it. Ain't nobody else wear no numbers in the 80s. Everybody else wear numbers in the teens. So they were showing, like, how everybody is, like fire number. And they showed the most fire person in every 80s jersey in the, like last decade, and every fire person in the teens jerseys now. So it was, like, number 11, Larry Fitzgerald. Number 12, they had Brandon Cooks. Number 13, they had Michael Thomas. Like, and they had, like, who's the, like, Michael Thomas better than Odell them. So, like, that was live. So they had all of the cats in the teens. But then the 80s people, they had like Welker as the top 83, Joe Jaravicious as the 87. They was putting white boys in there. They had like 3 or 4 white boys, and I was like, they forcing? Like really? That's the best receiver? Is Wes Welker? I mean, maybe Wes Welker was the best 83. I can't think of another, but maybe not. Anyway, stands for them boys, burn my Boudins, I'm not gonna be as accepting as black people normally are in this thing. Another thing that burned my Boudin this week is people who FaceTime in public. And myself, me and Raj actually was doing it the other day. I was burning my own Boudin while I did it, man. What are y'all thoughts on people who FaceTime in public?
Just
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take this
earbuds on.
So I don't have that. I don't have no like I do have fancy headphones, but I don't have fancy headphones that I like to roll around with. I just usually use them in the house. This podcast is brought to you by Spence. No one will FaceTime you more than Spence. Like that's his prime means of communication. It's not call, it's not text, it's not Snap, it's not Insta, it's FaceTime. No doubt. So that man FaceTime, like whenever he called, like I'm FaceTiming and I think it's cool. I don't think that there's anything wrong with FaceTiming. And if I gotta put the phone up to my ear, now granted, FaceTiming in public in a loud place is kind of stupid to me. But like if I'm in the mall in like a semi-loud place where I might be able to find a little kind of cool pocket in the corner of Dillard's, then I'm cool with that. Like I'm
walking around FaceTiming though?
I'm walking around FaceTiming and then maybe I want to have me a little. I'm not gonna have an hour-long conversation, while I'm in the mall anyway. So I'm gonna find a quiet place. But on my way there, I don't mind being on a FaceTime. It does not burn my Boudin as well.
In a public place, bro, just have you some AirPods or some earbuds in, and I'm cool.
The concept
AirPods burn my Boudin.
Well, there's that. You headphone guy now. You saying basically if you're gonna FaceTime in public, you gotta be headphone guy. So both of y'all saying. So,
yeah, you got to be.
That whole setup burns my Boudin. The whole thing. Cutting the boy with the beats on with the FaceTime. Just wait.
Not man. The beats. The AirPods or the little string there.
FaceTime is for in the hotel room, on the sofa, in the car, maybe. You know what I mean? That's FaceTiming time. Not while you're walking around. I'm just not with it. Another thing that burned my Boudin this week is
it's much safer in the car to FaceTime. Okay.
Who post them grades when them grades ain't live. Now I'm not about to just call nobody out in particularly, but we was laughing when we saw a little screenshot and it was like algebra 91, English 3 79, chemistry 85, Spanish 80, history 88.
PE 90.
Football 98.
Football.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Something else 82. And we did the math and I was like, bro, that's 2 A's. I guess this grading scale. I'm just going 80 to 100, 80 to 89, 90 to 100. I don't know what the grading scale is, but it seems like 2 A's, 4 B's, and a C. Like, it's not loud enough to post to me.
It's not even honor roll. Like I can see if it was honor roll. Like they got a name. They got a name for it. They don't have a name when you make a C. You know, an honorable mention or nothing like that. Like it's honor roll is A's and B's. Like we all know that.
I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I saw it, I was like, no, that's not. And then
Los
go ahead.
You don't know where that man came from, man. You don't know that man's journey, dog. That boy might have just had all F's. It probably was your poor time. That boy jumped to the, you know what I mean?
Well, then, if that's the case, then she should have posted that next to that and been like, look, the comeback is real. Put it in context, huh?
Now you're playing me, though. Now you're playing me. You're not supposed to let... No.
I had them elves.
No.
Not look that boy. He almost got the honor.
You know what you should have put?
Damn near roll.
You should have put, if you know, you know. That's what you should have put. Hashtag, if you know, you know. And then the people that caught it, the people that know, they know that he had F's. But don't try to play me and put my F's on Facebook. No way.
Don't put my C's on there either.
I feel you on that.
Mama?
God, yeah.
I feel like you can't really, to address it, I feel like you're really not supposed to post nothing, like, unless it's remarkable. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it deems a remark. Like, that does not, those grades are not remarkable. Those are pedestrian.
Cutting. I should have put HONR and then in parentheses ABLE mention, and in close parentheses, roll. Like honor roll in all caps, but honorable mention roll. I like that, Raj, or almost roll. I should have put that as my comment.
Jelly roll. That's a jelly roll.
Yeah, any kind of roll.
Egg roll.
Yeah, it wasn't what we needed it to be posted. So it is what it is. Last thing that burned my Boudin this week, man, is any steak that isn't well done. I mean, I get that you want to be cultured and you want that thing medium rare and bloody. And I want the I needed bloody. Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is any steak that's not well done burns my Boudin. That's me. I'm not you.
You be chewing bubble gum on your steak. Yeah, you chewing bubble. I like a medium well, just a little pink, man, so it's still tender.
You don't know how to eat steak.
Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. You eat ketchup on your fries. I don't. That mean I don't know how to eat my fries. That just mean I don't eat it like you do. I'm telling you what burned my Boudin.
I mean, that's actually the same thing as if you said any steak without A1 sauce. No, like we're not talking about what I put on the steak. We're talking about how the steak is cooked. I think that we all have a general idea of how we like our fries to be cooked. It's usually in the same ballpark.
No. Okay, so I do have a good question to go right with this then. Oven or microwave, dog? Like corn dogs, Hot Pockets, anything.
Are you kidding me?
I'm asking you.
The oven is always like that's the same thing as asking me about the A1 versus the ketchup. The oven is always gonna be better. Like the oven will be better. The microwave is quicker.
This podcast brought to you by Gramstar said I gave him a corn dog when he came in the other day and he was like, ooh, this thing crispy, this thing good. I said, yeah, bro, it's a corn dog. And man said, you didn't put that thing in the microwave? I'm like, no. Why would I put a corn dog in a microwave? How lazy do I look? I will wait 30 minutes to eat 45 seconds worth of corn dog.
Just so it's crispy.
Just so it's crispy.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. So what I think you should start doing is eating your steak less than well done. So
that's microwave steak. I need that thing cooked in the oven. I need that thing cooked through, crispy.
No.
I think you just made my point, right?
I didn't. I think you just made my point.
Well, we can agree to disagree, Cutting.
That there's a way to eat a steak, just like there's a better way. Let's say a better way to eat a steak.
Some
just
people
like there's a better way to eat a corn dog.
Soggy, Cutting. Some people like they soggy cereal, Cutting. I like my cereal fresh. I try to yum.
Some people like sugar grits, and some people like stuff
salt.
Wrong with them.
I like salt. You like?
I know you like salt because nothing's wrong with you.
Oh,
and I just think that you just don't know yet.
No, man, I do not. Cutting. When I look at a steak and it's like a little pink inside, it gives me the same feeling as somebody fries some chicken and I'll bite it and it's pink inside.
It's totally not the same animal.
Totally different.
It's not the same, but that's how I feel. That's the feels I get.
That's disgusting.
That's the feels I get. Same feels. That's all I'm saying, man.
Same vibes, huh?
Y'all boys don't hear me, man. Them boys don't hear me. Though. Before we get into the topics of the week, the biggest topics of the week, one time for the one time. One time for the great state of Louisiana, man. Listen, if you rock with Louisiana, you can celebrate the fantastic streak that our Louisiana football teams have been on, and we culminated it with dominating the Thomas community at large.
Oh, there you go.
Thomas.
And every clown Cowboys fan is on hush mouth for the foreseeable future. And it's black and gold to the Super Bowl. I feel like black and gold going back to the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say about that, man.
Big win, boy. Big win. I was throwing petty parties. Hey, I woke up Monday, petty as hell. Just every Cowboy fan DM I was putting the Florida Lee in there. Every last one of them.
But they got some, I'm going to just say this. They got some very, very aggravating Cowboys fans out there.
Thomas.
Like, them boys, I saw something on Facebook one time and it said, who's more aggravating? Cowboys fans or Saints fans? And of course, The Cowboys fans showed up to say that.
Yeah,
Saints fans was more aggravating. And that's aggravating to me.
Showed up in force.
That's aggravating to me. Of course you're going to say Saints fans are aggravating because you don't get it. You don't understand. This podcast, I want to say this, I'm not going to say why, but this podcast is brought to you by C.A.P. Just look down that man's timeline and see why people ain't fans of the Saints that live in Louisiana. And he got the answer for you.
Yeah, it was all of that to say, man. It's exceptional. The season, if Drew wasn't hurt, and even with Drew hurt, like only thing that would have iced the cake is if we could have pulled off that game against the Rams too. But at this point, how could you even complain about anything at this point? Cause like we gonna have our Hall of Fame quarterback back in about 4 weeks,
2 weeks.
Yeah, we. Yeah, Drew probably gonna be massaging that finger, ready to go. So,
did you see him on the sideline? That's what made me so hyped. Drew was on the sideline getting that thing ready the whole time,
doing the Uncle Herb, rotating that finger, man.
Shout out Uncle Herb and Xavier.
Man, that's crazy. Hey, man, look, one of the big stories we want to talk about this week. I definitely want to throw this out there because we are talking a little sports right now, but we gonna get into some things that are definitely culturally impactful and things that are just really, really big news stories of the week and give our unabashed opinions on those. But I want to start with the Fair Pay to Play Act. So the Senate, California Senate, unanimously passed Senate Bill 206, which is the Fair Pay to Play Act. And it allows college football and college sports, college athletes, I'm sorry, not just college football. And it's part of the problem me saying that. But all college athletes in the state of California to be able to be paid for the use of their name and likenesses, jerseys, all the rest of that stuff. They can sign autographs, all of that, right? The bill was signed into effect by Governor Gavin Newsom on, I guess, she said it was on the shop, right?
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, I showed a screenshot of it. Yeah, when he was talking to him with the paper.
Yeah, and he signed the paper. He actually physically signed the thing into on the shop because LeBron got enough money to be like, hey, come on here and you can do it on here.
Fake sign some paper right here.
Right. The bill goes into effect on January 1st, 2023. There's a lot of split opinions on this House bill, but it seems like it could be one of the first. Well, not the first. The first domino was Ed O'Bannon years ago saying he wanted to get paid off the video games, and that was ages ago. And now we kind of looks like it's kind of coming to fruition after about 20 years to get to the point where it's like, all right, now we starting to maybe tumble the system that is the NCAA in a real substantial way. Los, what are your immediate thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think the pushback is going to come from those sports who really don't use their likeness as much. They won't be getting in, those athletes who don't get it and, who don't get their likeness used. But I think long as they're profiting off your name or making money off your name, you're entitled to some of that money. I don't know how they're going to balance it where only certain people, you can't, I don't know how the wages would be. That's my only question. Like, say if I go to Texas Southern or Southern, HBCU,
that's not
and
in
you
California.
Go to USC.
Oh,
you go to USC. And I'm just saying hypothetical if Texas, because it's saying other states are getting involved. So, it's coming down the pipeline of other states. So, if you're at a smaller school and they're using your likeness just the same, how do you determine who get paid the most?
I don't think it's, now correct me if I'm wrong, Raj, but I don't think it's like if the university is selling your jersey per se maybe that's a part of it. But
it's your jersey, your picture.
Yeah, but it's more like your own, like you're able to profit off your likeness. Like, I don't know how it goes with the school selling the jerseys. I think that would just be based upon like some kind of a percentage that's negotiated like uniformly across campuses or whatever, and that'd be something that you'd figure out before you went there. But I'm thinking
so it's based off your likeness.
Yeah.
It's based off your likeness. And if I'm number 7 at USC and they selling number 7 jerseys, that's my likeness.
Well, that's like kind of a tough one because if everybody went number 7 at LSU, you know what I mean? Like that. Like, are you buying that Fournette? Or are you buying that Tyrann Mathieu? Or are you buying that?
No, it's the guy. It's the guy. It's whoever's playing right there at that moment.
I mean, I would think
that's
so.
That's the thing. When you have a star, that's typically now at LSU, what you see a lot of on the shelves is 7 and 18 jerseys. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, 7 and 18 are the best players. When you go to other places, you see the jersey number of the person, like especially if it's a new jersey, the jersey of the person that is the star player.
Fair enough. The T-Bow
I anticipate. Right. So my initial thoughts, just as far as how it's gonna impact the NCAA is if I'm Leonard Fournette and I was thinking about going to LSU, I'm not anymore. I'm going to a school in California so that I can make this bread right now. Yeah. So I just
every
think
other state has to. Yeah.
They gotta fall
coming.
in. Like it's
they're
not
coming.
Gonna be one of those things where they're gonna be able to just linger it on in California. Just going because California gonna be unfair. It's gonna be unfair to go as fire out there and I get paid.
The flip side to that too is the NC2A is still fighting back on that too. So they're threatening to when kids start doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or try to suspend those kids who are doing that. Who are making them without their likeness. Like so, I think what's going to have to be is everybody going to go ahead and jump all in on this. So they won't be able to.
I don't know. I didn't hear the thing about suspending the kids, but I did hear definitely that they were going to try to take California schools out of the Pac-12 and out of the NCAA because it's like they unfair recruiting advantage and unfair this and that. So it's basically like the national championship wouldn't like have any Cali schools. And it's kind of like, so what would they do? Cali schools just play against other Cali schools? Like that's what the NCAA would try to do. They would try to be like, they'd be like, well, nah, we can't, whatever. But shit, the thing is, then 5 or 6 other states get together, then it's like, okay, I don't mind watching Delaware against Oregon against Cali. Yeah. If all the lavish people going to them, like if Zion playing against LaMelo Ball over there, like I'm watching that. Like what channel?
And then they mess around and box the NC2A out, box them out. Now you got to pay us to come. You got to pay us to get the rights to our athletes now. You know what I'm saying? To our television and all that. So yeah, they don't want to do that.
Los, you did say that some of those other athletes who not making the money would hate it. I don't understand why they would though. Like if you,
I mean, just because. Okay, let's say this. Like, say if I play tennis, right? If I play tennis, right? Yeah. And I have a one little poster on the school or a board on the school or whatever, and I might not be getting that same money. Leonard Fournette cousin got or somebody, a big time football player got. And some people they gonna be jealous about that, man. Like you gotta realize they feel like the athletes too, and they want money. They had a big thing about how they had a big thing a few years ago about how athletes were feeling about how the football and basketball players and programs are getting treated next to the lesser revenue sports.
But I get what you're saying, but I don't. Personally, I don't agree that would be a thing because if that would be a thing, that would already be a thing. Well, like when LSU get in that locker room and it's like you could be mad all you want, but I mean, they at a point, revenue producing sports are gonna get more money. So I don't.
They help you out, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I understand. I don't agree with it, but I'm saying how people will feel. I'm not agree. I think it's stupid.
Also, they got a such thing. They got a such thing where certain sports in college, like a lot of sports, like baseball, and that's a big sport. They don't make money, so the football team pretty much carries the athletic program.
Yes.
Or the basketball team at Duke is probably carrying the football team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I get it. This is what I think. I think that NCAA athletes, and I'm saying this, and I kind of like I don't know if I'm gonna regret saying it, but I'm saying it that athletes and the like have been oppressed by the NCAA for so long, and that this is the revolution that the NCAA probably could have fixed a long time ago if they would have figured out a way to properly compensate players. If they'd have did that when it was the time to do it, then we wouldn't have came to such a radical, way to try to figure it out. So if I always thought that there should be some sort of money, a trust fund or something like that for a college athlete, after he made you so much money, that should be waiting for him if he decides to graduate. Like if a college athlete just leaves school after his freshman year, then I don't think he should necessarily get paid by the university. But if he stays there for 4 years and gives you his blood, sweat, and tears and maybe wins a bowl game and then just goes off and now he's working at Enterprise for the rest of his life, and I think that dude should make a little bit of money.
I disagree with that. If that man made you, let's take Vince Young, for instance, right? Vince Young made UT so much. Everything in Austin had number 10 on it in his picture. All right? He didn't make nothing off of that. I think no matter how long he stays there, if you're making that school money directly off your likeness and people are buying number 10 just because it's Vince Young number, they had Vince Sanders, they had all kind of stuff with that man's name and his likeness, his pictures. He was bringing, all kind of stuff to the university.
I just think he should make
money off that.
I don't know. There's a
certain thing to say about college sports.
Yeah,
it's college. Like it's supposed to be. I think that it should have an essence to it. I think that you should go there and I think that the way that the system was built is imperfect, but I think that there's some things about it that makes it what it is. If all the players was just getting paid, then it would be professional. Like people would be trying to chase the money. It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be as fun as it is.
So listen, at the end of the day, I think that you guys are both saying, like, I don't think either one of y'all are arguing that these people shouldn't be compensated off of people making billions of dollars off of their likeness and images and stuff. Yeah. And it's an open market. So if somebody wants to go sign an autograph and get some money for it or whatever it is, or y'all are peddling my jersey, then I get some money for it, that must mean I'm good. Like, and if anybody else is drove that they're not getting paid, that's because they're not good. And like, that's capitalism. That's America. So can't nobody really be mad about that. Like, if nobody asking you for your autograph online or whatever it is, or endorsements, like they're not, because that's another part. That's your likeness. Like, a big booster could be like, come on, whoever it is, come on, Joe Burrow, we want you to be the, like, for Clear Lake
commercial for my car lot.
Yeah. And we'll get
a Bentley.
And we'll give you $1 million. Like they could do that.
I mean, that's gonna be crazy.
Like they could do that, but they're not gonna do it for nuts. They're not gonna do it for the little garbage quarterback somewhere. So, Cutting, you gotta be good. Yeah, Cutting. Yeah. Part of it is being nice, Cutting.
It's gonna be. They're gonna, and that's another recruiting tool too. Mm-hmm. For schools, it's gonna be. They're gonna have to kind of get it under control. It's gonna get crazy. You're gonna have some kids in 19 or 18-year-old sophomore in college, might have a few M's under their belt. They good,
Absolutely. But what's unfair about that? And I'll say it from this standpoint.
Nothing. If you're good, nothing.
Some of them kids or young men or whatever it is, like Troy Davis. Troy. Is that his name? Troy Davis. Troy. Who was the guy's name who won the Heisman Trophy from?
Troy Smith
from Ohio State. He was in the league. He had a little cup of tea in the league for the the Ravens and a couple of, maybe he might have played for another team. Like, but he would have made like the most money he ever made that senior year in college when he was winning big games for Ohio State. And like, he peaked then. Some people peak in college. Like, you gotta let them boys like, if they're making millions when the year that I'm live. Please.
And that's actually a great point, because that might be that's his peak. That's the best he gonna do. He might, like he did. He got to the league. He might have did 4, maybe 5 years in the league. Made a little money, but he would have been. I don't know where he is now, how he manages money, but he definitely would have been straight if he'd have made money off his likeness from his senior year. And I think that's the great thing about it. And I think kids might stay in school a little longer too. You might not rush out as fast.
Like the ones who
to go.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That make a lot of sense right there. Like the ones who like, hey man, I know I'm not gonna be. I'm an option quarterback. I might as well stay 4 years.
Let me get this 4 years. I'm making about 500,000, almost $1 million a year off my likeness. Let me sit here, man. Make all this money.
Yeah, I don't see why.
Taking online classes, give me a little degree. For free.
It's a sign of the times, man. America is a changing, man. Another big thing that is changing in America these days is, man, let's talk about it, man. The vaping epidemic, man. Listen, and I use the word epidemic real purposefully, because whenever something happens in a community and certain communities are affected, it becomes an epidemic in America. You know that I'm referencing the opioid epidemic, that when it was just a heroin problem, we lock them all up, throw away the key. If you're selling it or if you're using it, you're going to jail. But now it's a certain different demographic who is affected by the opioid crisis, quote unquote, the opioid epidemic. Now we want to go over there and give them all treatment options, and how can we get these people better because they're sick. These type of things happen.
They're victims now. Right?
Now vaping is the epidemic, right? And this has been a thing for like the last 2 months. We got some personal stories. We got some other things that's going on here, and I'm just curious because I want to talk about it, man. So I saw a news story maybe yesterday morning that said a 14th person in America has died due to a vaping-related illness, and over 800 people have been injured. And basically, this is what's going on. So if you use a vape pen, which I occasionally do,
yes,
people,
as do I.
Yeah, people will come, and I mean, I know, Rod, you have a pen somewhere. People will come up to you and say, "Hey, man, you need to put that pen down, man. You hear people dying, or people is dying," and that's kind of a common refrain.
Like cigarettes out here.
Raj, what are your
bodies.
thoughts? What's your initial thoughts on the whole idea of, hey, y'all need to stop vaping because people dying?
So I don't vape to the point where I can blow like a statue out of vaping, and I think that's the people.
Well,
that's
some of the
dying.
people, no. Some of the people who got hurt, and I can refute that. Some of the people who got hurt and died, like they said, it was the first time using it, and they hit something and then automatically went to the hospital. So that's not that. But go ahead.
Damn, well, I mean, my lungs a little stronger than theirs. I don't know what it is, bro. I honestly don't know.
Stupid.
I don't know why. That's crazy to me. I mean, water vapor. I figure I could inhale a little bit of water vapor. I had a steamy shower before, so I just didn't never think that was gonna hurt me. So I guess I feel like I'm gonna continue to vape. I'm just not gonna overdo it. I don't know. I don't want the bubble. I heard you like it's like bubble lungs or something like that. I don't want bubble lungs, but I just don't think I'm gonna catch that. Just like I don't know.
Oh my God!
It's
I love
plus
it. We gotta change the insert different context. Right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep raw dogging. Oh God! I just think my immune system real good. I don't think I'm gonna catch it.
I'm gonna catch bubble lungs.
Yeah, and they smell better. I think that's a big thing. I think that big tobacco, if that's a such thing, big tobacco found a way to make the epidemic.
That's what I think.
And attract the youth because it's cool.
I don't think that. No, I think my position. I think big tobacco is like, hold on, don't forget about cigarettes. Like, hold on, I think cigarette sales went down. People started vaping instead of smoking cigarettes and all those things. And they're like, my thing is this: how many bodies do cigarettes and cigars have? And y'all gonna take they got buku bodies. You know what I mean? So now you take this little stuff that's happening, and the things that's hurting people aren't the FDA, whatever those people are. They're approved merchandise. It's the people who are making that stuff in house using, I think, some type of vitamin E oil or some type of E oil that they're heating up and making people sick and stuff like that. So it's the kind of fake cartridges and fake oils that are getting people sick. It's not the one that's approved by the USDA, whatever it is.
Well,
it's not them.
They said that 80% of the sicknesses are from THC related chemicals, and only 16% are nicotine based chemicals. So it's overwhelming majority is people who try to blow that herb out of it, and not people who like just smoking kind of like a jewel pen or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But the biggest issue, like you said, is the chemical, because sometimes it's different chemicals, and if you're getting a chemical from everything I've read, if you're getting a chemical right from the distributor, like you use whatever it is, Blue or whatever one of those things is, and you go straight from like blue.com and it comes from a reputable dealer, then you should be fine because it's whatever it is. But if you go head on and like, oh man, I'm at this little corner store and they got some stuff like, nah, don't use that blue, use that yellow. Yeah, I got that yellow. It fit the blue just perfect, and I got it from my little people. Like that's ones where it's like necessarily.
And the same for the same for the little weed pens too. They make the little King weed pens. They they buy the packaging, but somebody's at home just making the little oil out there and trying to stretch it and putting different things in there to make 100 of them, 200 of them, 200 pods. So I think that's what's going on with that.
When I heard chemical burns on people's lungs cutting, I don't know why I thought it was like cutting like you're smoking an alternator cutting, and it's like you get like when you smoked it in, you got a little piece of metal in your lungs is what I was thinking. Yeah. Like for the longest, that's kind of what I was envisioning, but in reality, it's no chemicals. Like Like,
I guess having all girl cousins, if you say chemical burn, I was thinking if somebody's smoking a perm.
Oh, even.
No, you got to scratch though. You don't get a chemical burn until you scratch. So say you cough 2 times.
Lungs.
You got to cough. That's I guess that's scratch. So you cough 2 times and then smoke. Now chemical burn.
No chemical burn. You got to let it sit on your lungs for a little while. Then you got to rinse real quick before rinse. You got to drink some water.
You put some Vaseline on your lungs before you smoke.
Is that what it is? But I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Los, what do you think your long-term connection is going to be with vaping? Because I mean, I know that, and I know that at a point, you and I used to sit around and smoke Black and Miles all the damn time. It was like, we smoke blacks, man. You got a black, man. We're going to sit down, we're going to smoke as a black. And then it was like, you came in there one day like, I got this vape pen. And I don't think I haven't seen you smoke a Black and Mild in years.
Yes, yeah.
So
I guess I'm phasing.
I don't know.
I'm trying to. I guess my whole thing is try to phase it all out. You know, you go from the bad to the not so bad to.
You don't think you smoke more vape than you ever did Black and Miles?
I definitely probably do, but I don't think the vape is as strong as the Black and Mild either.
Okay.
I don't think it's nowhere near as strong as the Black and Miles we were smoking.
We don't know because somebody said like one little pod or something is worth like a couple of packs of cigarettes, but it's not like you smoke a pod a day. So I guess that's the thing as well. I don't know.
There's people who smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. I know two, 3 packs of cigarettes a day. So I mean, potato, man. But I guess my end goal is to kind of be done with all that stuff, man.
Okay, so I think if you see me with that pen, you should just slap it out my hand from here on in. I don't really have an addictive personality, but that nicotine in a vape pen is addictive as shit because like y'all said, like the first thing you said, Rog, is that the smell. Like it don't like you're not like offensively blowing a big Joe in somebody's face.
And it don't go out though. It never goes out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the ones that I don't understand is when people got like the industrial one, like the what I'm saying, the one that's like you control the temperature and all that. Like it's not just a Joule. It's the one where it sizzle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That one.
And blowing big smoke.
I got one of those.
Bro, I can't. I'm gonna just put it to you like this. I don't know how you get started on that shit because I tried to hit that thing one time and I'm done. Like no way. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Why would I want to get used to that?
Yeah, I know a dude who was doing meth for a while, and that's what he used. That's his tool of choice. Like the one with all them gears on it. Like he could put that bitch in third gear when you're smoking it. Like you got. I think Los got a clutch. Like I think yours is stick.
Yeah, I got a little bitty one.
Nah, he
got a stick shift.
He got a stick shift for this shit. He put it in fourth.
You gotta put like the juice in it. Like you basically buy a little bottle of juice with a little tube, a little anti on the end, and you squeeze the juice.
Yeah. But those mine that actually has less. Mine only has like I guess 2 or 3 milligrams of tobacco. A lot of times people have those. It's just juice. There's no tobacco at all in those. A lot of those.
Well, Los when I was at his house the other day, yours didn't want to start, so he went over there because his like he got like a little like on the side of it, he got a pull cord and he pulled it. It's like he actually
like a chainsaw.
He got to start that bitch from the side like a lawnmower.
Dude, that's stupid, man.
And then it just be running, and I'm like, Los, can you turn off that vape? That thing's still running. He's like, oh, I left that bitch still running. And it's like you gotta hit that clutch. You gotta put it on the turtle, and then let it like pull it twice. Then put that thing on run. Then pull it again.
That boy say, put it on the turtle. That boy been out in the yard. Country boy been in the yard.
If you don't know about that, put it on the turtle.
You gotta be in the yard to know what that turtle is, boy.
You put that thing on that turtle.
That boy been in that yard before.
Yeah, man. I didn't do work once or twice in my life, man. I didn't have a little time. Man. So 5 young Xavier alumni have come together to create the Black Coffee Company, man. Y'all visit theblackcoffeecompany.com to check out their art, apparel, and definitely their coffee. With 5 unique blends of Colombian, Brazilian, Ethiopian, and Peruvian coffees, these brothers are giving you some of the best Java from around the globe and some food for thought as well. These fellas aren't only distributing quality coffee, they preach the major tenets of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and community empowerment. The whole movement is dope, but don't take my word for it. Visit theblackcoffeecompany.com and see what all the fuss is about. The black coffee company. Coffee for the culture. But anyway, man, look, the biggest story that's in these streets today that we definitely need to address is my man Botham Jean and the subsequent conviction and where we are right now with Amber Guyger, the police officer who murdered him in his own home. Before we get started, I want to play a quick clip from September of 2018, about a year ago, when we initially broke the news about the Botham Jean shooting on the podcast, on the episode. I don't remember exactly what episode it was. It was September 2018. I'll think about that in a second. But we dropped this, and I just want you to hear what our thoughts were at the time and just kind of reflect on that. It was 10 o'clock and the lights was off. Yeah. Meaning that man was probably asleep in his crib at 10 o'clock. I got to get up. I got to go to work tomorrow morning. And the last thing he knows is somebody shot him in the goddamn chest.
If something like that happened, let's say in a place close to me where I was, it was like almost expected of me to go and protest. I'm not even protesting. Like I feel like that situation that you just read to me, that's enough. Like that right there should be like, that's murder. I don't want to hear nothing else. Like how long is she going to jail for? That's all I want to know. Like how long is she going to jail for?
The crazy thing about it is they were trying to find a way to make it sound good for her to get off. Like this really could have happened. Like she could have worked that long and really went to the wrong door with a fluffy mat, opened somebody else's door. I know this house smelled different.
I don't give a shit if it was an accident. I don't care if it was if everything happened exactly how she said. Going to jail for 20 years.
She getting off her.
You need to go for 20. But I think they're gonna make an example out of her. Because I think in this country,
they need to.
There's a paradigm. I mean, there's like there's a hierarchy. It starts with white men, and then it's everybody else. And because she's a white woman, like a lot of people think about the virtue of white women and think, oh, white women are pristine and whatever. But white men will throw a white woman under the bus before they'll do it to one of their own. I think so.
No, you're right about that.
I think they're gonna make an example out of her, and she gonna get.
Depending on who she knows. If she know the right people, though, she good.
But Dallas been in it because Dallas is the ones who a couple of weeks ago, Jordan.
What you call it? Yeah,
the little boy who got shot in the car.
Yeah.
Dallas police they found him guilty of murder. She gonna go to jail for murder. I mean, like you ain't wrong when you're right. Let's just put it like that. You ain't wrong when you're right. We told you what was gonna happen. We told you she was gonna go to jail for murder, but
Ding.
I said 20, but evidently,
which she got.
In the words of Dre Hype could tell y'all right now.
So that trial ended. She was found guilty, and she was sentenced to 10 years. All lives matter. Restrictions may apply.
All lives matter, but restrictions may apply. I mean, that's all it is to it.
Big fact. I mean, we all know, like, let's be honest about murder, too. Like, a lot of murders, you get more time for drugs and stuff than you do most of the time murder, depending on how violent it was. But then, too, she got 10, but she eligible for parole at 5. So, essentially, she really gonna do 5 years for killing that man dead in his own house when he didn't do nothing. So, in the grand scheme of things, she's going to jail. Well, how old is she? How old is she? Like 30-something? I don't know, 20-something? She doing 5 years.
Do you see all the racist texts
that she sent?
Oh, yeah, they had nothing but all kind of overt and borderline racist text about her. Oh, a bunch of black people there. I'm not going. Blah blah. It's just a bunch of stuff. Like,
yeah. And you know what's crazy to me is I've never seen a judge hug somebody who going to jail like that before. You see, the judge came down and hugged her.
Well, the judge and the brother hugged him, man, and that's the point that I was making at the top of the podcast. That was the note I wrote. A recurring theme of black folk is trying to be extra understanding and forgiving, even to the oppressors. I mean, they killed your fucking brother, and you over there hugging that bitch. I don't want to be too crazy about it, but I don't know, man.
I don't care.
Like, what you hugging her for, dog? Like, why you want to be so understanding? What is there to be understanding about, dog?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he don't want to live with that hate in his heart or something. He want to forgive, and he walk with Jesus in that light. Well, he I ain't quite there.
If If he'd have walked up to her and stiff-handed her instead of hugging her, he would have got more time in jail than she got for killing his brother.
Probably so. But for me, did all that hugging for this lady walked in there and killed that man like that.
The activist Sean King said in a post earlier, he was like, "Nah, I just want you to think about this. If Botham would have went into her house and accidentally shot her because he thought it was his crib while she was sitting down in her pajamas eating ice cream, would you think he would have got 10 years? Like, let's just, like, if you think for a second that he would have got 10 years, I mean, just think about it. And if that's what you have with your thoughts, then
Number one, with how the climate was about police and all that stuff at the time, especially at the time it was kind of high with police and black people. They definitely wouldn't have believed it was an accident. They were like, oh, he broke into this lady's house to go slaughter and slang a cop to get back at. They'd have found some type of way to spin it like he's some type of killer. And he's trying to get back for the murders of innocent people. All that the Black Lives Matter movement. They'd have tied him to that. So he definitely would have been doing a big, dumb, stupid bid.
I don't know, Raj. What are your thoughts, man? You're kind of quiet on this one.
Man, it's hard for me to really consider that like she just went out to kill somebody that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not saying that that's exactly. I'm not saying that she didn't. I'm not saying that she did. I'm just saying it's just hard for me to put it together that. Like, I feel like, I'm looking at some of these pictures from inside the courtroom, and like it looked like everybody crying, the judge crying, everybody like just having a very emotional day, and I'm just like wondering what's really going on, like how did that situation really go down? I don't think that I would necessarily want to be hugging, the person that killed my brother. If I don't know. I just think they got a whole lot of confusion around this, and I think that she going to jail, and I think that that's just. And maybe she really didn't mean to kill that man like she killed that man. I don't know. I'm torn. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that she killed that man. I think she should go to jail, and maybe 10 years is enough.
But she's not going to do 10. But the thing that confuses me, not even confuses me, Raj. I think that you're making a point. I think that there is a point in there. I think that she might not have went out intending to kill nobody. It's possible. I mean, it's highly possible. I think the point that a lot of people are stuck on is just that we live in America, and this is just how America is. That had the shoe been on the other foot, justice would not have been doled out the same way. And I think that's the issue that at hand more than most things. It isn't that she went to jail for 10 years. If that was the norm, like if we could honestly answer that other question and say if he had done that to her, he would have got 10 years because we don't know. He probably didn't intend to go shoot nobody that day and everything else. And America treated us the way they treat them.
It's different.
Then I think we would all be okay. But we're not in that type of country. We don't live. It's not how it is out here, man. That's all. I mean,
I feel I definitely. I mean, I feel what you're saying. It's just hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to like look at it in a way. It's hard for me to look at it like that. Like I don't want her to get more years because a nigga would have got more years. Like I'm saying, like it's just hard for me to look at it like that. I would like it to be the other way around. Like I would like it to be, damn, I wish niggas would get treatment like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I wish it would be. But I think that as far as justice goes, I think that that's justice. I just wish that other situations were dealt with in the same light. I'm looking at it from the opposite perspective, but the same way you're looking at it, I guess. If that's the way you want to put it.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point.
It's hard for me. It's just really hard for me to be like, damn, I wish that bitch go under the jail.
You didn't wish everybody got treated like niggas. You wish that niggas got treated like everybody.
Treated like everybody.
Well said.
I'm sorry for using the N-word, mama. But I mean, like literally, it's a tough one, man, because it's the roller coaster of emotions. Because yesterday it was like OJ, it was like boys dancing in the streets, like they got her, they found her guilty. We didn't think she was gonna find her guilty, and then today it's like 10 years. 10 years. Yeah. Big Troy did about 15 for robbery. Like really, 10 years for killing somebody is ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, in a lot of countries it's like that, just not America. Not for us.
America really don't put a big price on death unless you killing somebody, unless you of a certain hue.
It's a different situation, but I mean, like at the end of the day, there's going to be another situation like this, and it's going to be another thing. And I guess all we could do is sit back and hope and pray that people are held accountable for their actions. I mean, at its core, we have to celebrate the fact that she was held accountable, because that's like that didn't have to happen. They could have not went to a grand jury. They could have not convicted her of anything. She is going to do a job. This will affect her life, but they got a lot of people who are going to like. Probably find money for her defense. She probably gonna get married while she inside. Like a whole bunch of her life is still in front of her. She gonna pop back out and be straight.
She might go to camp. Might put at Camp Snoopy.
I think that she's gonna. I don't think that she's gonna be in like a rough jail. Like I don't know. For some reason, I just have a feeling that she's just gonna be in a pretty cool jail
Snoopy,
where they might rehabilitate her. They probably have some black people come talk to her so she could start to like black people more. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she going to have a fun time in jail. Not fun, but below average time in jail.
How about
not a terrible time.
How about like this, Raj? She's going to start working on her second career as a speaker who goes out and talks about race relations. And she gets to be the voice of how to fix the community of black and white people.
She makes millions.
And she makes way more money than she would have made.
For sure. She's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Yes. Dancing with some famous nigga dancer. Yes.
Chris Brown?
Yeah. I'm with you.
She can't be on The Masked Singer because she'll probably shoot one of the other Masked Singers and be like, "Oh, I thought that was my costume." Looking at it, I thought that was you. I thought that was a burglar in that costume. My bad. Whatever it is, man. That's how it is, man. Amber Guyger, man. Listen, we had a lot to be happy for in the last couple of days. So like I said, let's just be happy about the fact that she got convicted, man. And that's all.
I mean, really, I really think the only reason she going to jail because they didn't tell, they weren't able to tell the story right to get the story together. They tried to fix it a few ways, but it was just too late, and they had the video evidence of her going back and coming out there and them like, "Hey, be quiet, you sit down." It was some people telling the stuff, but they weren't able to tell the story, like to flip the story and tell it like they wanted to, like they have done in the past with a couple other little unarmed black men shooting from the police. They just weren't able to get the story together where they could get off, and I think it was like you said, they had sacrificed one of theirs, a woman, before they had sacrificed a man, and she just happened to, hey, you got to go for this one now. We try to get you a little less time, but you going to do some jail time for this because we're not going to be able to take the story in that kind of way.
Every single crime, if you go to court with a lawyer, that lawyer is going to be on your side. Like, they're going to be trying to get off. So I think that that's a thing, but I also think that it's just like a commonality. Like, yeah, we're going to be trying to get you off. We're going to be trying to find a way to make this just so you don't have to go to jail. That's the point of hiring a lawyer. I don't want to go to jail.
But that's what I'm saying. They couldn't spin the story right where it originated with from the police officer.
Talking about the attorney. I think you're talking about just the powers that be. Everybody who the attorneys and like everybody's like the district attorney's office and everybody could have not indicted her. They could have spun a story in a way that she never even got.
She
an opportunity to go to trial.
I think that I think I might even said this on that podcast. I did because you just heard it.
You heard it here first.
This was the one. Like we done got to the point where enough is enough, and you know what I'm saying. Like 10 years, cool. Like the way I'm thinking about it a little bit differently now, where it's like, all right, we got to work towards getting them 25 to life. Mm-hmm. Like 10 years is a good start. You know what I'm saying? At least it's not 2 years, it's 10 years. So cool. And I get it. I'm not worried about the whole parole thing. If she go to jail, 5 years is a long time, bro. That's a long time to be in jail, let alone 10 years. So she get off in 5 years. I think she's straight. I don't think the woman crazy. I don't think she just a menace to society. I don't think that. I don't know that. I don't think that she is. So after 5 years, I think within the 5 years, inevitably something's going to happen. And I hope that person is held accountable based on this woman going to jail for 10 years, that this person should go to jail for longer. Like, we can't keep having this shit happen. Y'all saw what happened to Amber Guyger. We got to send you to jail for longer. I thought you just said that you would prefer if everybody only went to jail for 10 years if we went back the other way. I'm
Knock
thinking.
you up
I'm
that
just
music
saying.
for nothing nice to say.
God damn it!
If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say with Aldo NICE.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
Shit, all right. Stop the pod. Google it. Ask Siri about it. Look it up. There was quite the stir over the weekend at White Station High School in Memphis, Tennessee. So it seems that this school kind of removed the traditional homecoming king and queen roles from school homecoming festivities. Side note, shout out to whoever won homecoming queen at New Iberia Senior High my senior year. I'm sure they're super successful and still super extra popular. Probably got a lot of kids and peaked at 18, but I digress. And that's unfair because I have no clue who the hell won that. But at WSHS in Memphis, where a couple of folks who went to college with me actually went to high school, they decided to have a homecoming royalty instead of kings and queens. So when they win, they could say the Queen of White Station. And that's Queen with a K, because I'm a king too. It's Kings County. I'm going to show you what this king do.
Queen of Brooklyn, nigga, let's get it. That's Queen with a K, because I'm a king too. It's Kings County. I'm going to show you what this queen do.
More on that Young M.A. freestyle later. But I'm sure that Young M.A. would be really proud. An openly gay young black man named Brandon Allen accepted the title and hit the field to collect his tiara, green sash, and bouquet of flowers in a off-the-shoulder full-length dress. You better work, girl. So they got his picture all over the web, and he looks mad shocked. He kind of looked like the all-state black dude, old Zeke McCall, with glasses and a little slutty dress. But as you knew it would, caused all kind of controversy. Some people are saying that the other girls should be mad and embarrassed. Other alumni said, White Station High, y'all need y'all ass ripped for allowing such fuckery. Young men do not wear dresses. Stop letting TV make a damn fool out of you. As a graduate of the school, I'm embarrassed by choice of character, and I will leave it at that. Homecoming king and queen? Really? On the other hand, I saw other alumni saying they're proud of their school and happy that the kid's mother was out there supporting them. A lot of folks have mentioned that the kids today are a lot more tolerant than we were, and they actually voted for him or her, or whatever gender pronoun old boy want to use. But I know you guys listen to this podcast to hear what we think about these type of things. So I'll just say this. I do have an issue with the fact that black men are always emasculated and put in dresses in Hollywood and whatnot. That's a real thing. And I also wonder why it seems like we the only ones who out here flamboyant with that lifestyle and trend-setting on that LGBTQ clique. I mean, by that I mean, when I heard about the story before even seeing the picture, I couldn't picture a cross-dressing little white boy winning homecoming queen. You know what I mean? It had to be a big black dude. There's so many factors, and I'll just say he would have been discouraged from doing that somewhere along the way, and that's just facts. But at my core, this is how I feel. That's that man's business if he want to be a little girl. He not hurting anybody. And it's funny to me that they're using the Title IX as a justification to have him as being the queen. I mean, if y'all want Corey Lloyd to be in the NFL, Danica Patrick driving NASCAR, Elizabeth Warren winning the presidency, albeit that's not the best example, then y'all should let Brandon win prom queen. Lil Nas X win best female rapper. Or transgender chicks put them gloves on and beat the brakes off women who were born women in the UFC. And I ain't got nothing nice to say about anybody who doesn't see those comparisons are spot on. So I won't say nothing at all. A whole dude prom queen. And king.
So now you gotta have a girl king now.
No, he's like the royalty. So he the king and the queen.
Now you gotta have a queen.
That's queen with a K because I'm a king dude.
So what if a girl would have won? Would she have been the homecoming royalty as well?
Yeah, I guess so.
But king and a queen.
Do you get my point that it couldn't have been a little white boy?
No, I feel you. I get it. I think that we way more out here with it. You know, like, you know what I'm talking about out here like that, like not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they got some very flamboyant white homosexuals out there. But
I just don't think their parents would let them do it in high school. They'd be like, somewhere along the line, they'd be like, this white skin is not about to get put out there.
Them kids getting sex changed in high school, man.
Very I mean, shout out to that man's parents for actually giving him courage to do that. Yeah. I guess if that's the way I'm gonna go with it. But the way that I feel is a little childish. But that man should have been playing football that night.
That man is big, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that man should have been on that field.
On that line.
Using all that energy that he had.
Hey, they already had a starting center. He ain't want to play another position.
No, he ain't no center.
Why are you stupid? He said that's the
only you crazy. No, I think
Which one is the tight end? Which one is the tight end?
Y'all already got one. Ugh.
Go ahead.
I know he fast. He gotta be fast. All of them.
Because
he like he come off that edge. Right. Like he come off that edge, right?
Like downhill.
He could have done some big things in on the field.
He could have. Hey, really could have been a fire backup. He'd been a fire backup.
No, let that man be homecoming royalty. Let that man be royalty, man. That man is homecoming royalty, man. I just think it's crazy. But and another part of it is, I don't think all them kids at that school would have voted for the white gay boy on campus. Something about being black is cool. So he's black, and he probably the black. He probably be walking around cross-dressing, doing whatever at school, and everybody know him, and all the little girls know him, and the girls voted for him. That's what happened.
Yes.
It wasn't like the dudes was voting for him. That was the girls who hated the other girls. It was like
number
that
one.
man gonna win royalty.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm wondering. Did he deserve that? Like, did he win for real, or did they just vote for him because that's?
I don't think it was like carry though. I don't think it was like a prank. I think it was probably like they voted for that man because they like him. Okay? Man, probably.
You don't think that there was a little bit of prank in it?
Yeah, I mean, some of the if guys voted for him, it was some prank fact. But I mean, you say voted for. I don't remember voting for homecoming king or queen or for whoever these people was in high school. I don't even remember there being a homecoming king. I remember there being a homecoming queen.
Oh no, we had.
Yeah, there's no such thing as homecoming queen. There's a prom king and queen, but there's no homecoming king.
Yes, there was. So. There's a homecoming queen though, right?
Homecoming queen. Yeah, you have homecoming court. Yeah. So, like, there's no homecoming male court. It's just the girls. Like, that's, what's crazy? That's not fire in itself.
Royalty.
That's not fire. That's funny. I was about to say, I just got behind that man. Pause.
This podcast brought to you by Shay.
Small town. So, look, I'm with it. Because I'm not with that homecoming court stuff yet. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about it from just what happened. What's up with the girls? I guess you pick all of the pretty popular girls to be in homecoming, and that's not cool to be putting them on a pedestal because they pretty. Like they might not necessarily make great grades or anything. Like they might have the same grades that we talked about earlier in the podcast, but yet they pretty enough to be on homecoming court. I'm not with it. I don't think that we should be celebrating.
Yeah, nothing is live about popularity in high school live. Rog, you wasn't on homecoming court?
If I was what?
You wasn't on homecoming court?
How would I be on homecoming court?
I was looking at a picture the other day, and I was like walking one of the girls on the homecoming court. But like that's the closest I ever got to stardom. I never was. I never made it. I never made it
either, but I didn't have the opportunity to because it wasn't
royalty.
We couldn't do it. We couldn't do this.
It wasn't royalty. Huh?
We couldn't do this stuff, even if I wanted to. We had them at our school, but they I guess they weren't welcome. Or they wasn't gonna get no votes. They wasn't nominated.
They wasn't gonna let them boys
by a certain.
They wasn't gonna let them boys on the no way, on the court, no way.
So I mean, cool. I'm cool because like I said, the like you said to kind of put. What you said and what I said together. Dude was probably popular at school, and hopefully he made good grades, and he not that good looking. So I'm cool.
Is that Steve McDa's son? Oh no, that ain't him. Okay. Kind of look. I saw a little special. He looked like he would have won royalty too. But in there, I was quoting a little. I don't know if y'all boys saw that Young M.A. freestyle. Man, she said, "I got a question for you, Raj. Yeah, on Funk Flex." It's been all over it. It kind of went viral. I got a couple questions. First question about it is like I'm gonna read some of the lyrics that she was spit. She said she graduated from the streets. I don't know what Harvard is. No diploma, no degrees. Put on my chain, no degrees. Drop a bag at the dealer. Told him throw him the keys. I had a long day, baby, on your knees. Put your face on it while I hold you weed.
Graduated from the streets. I don't know what Harvard is. No diploma, no degrees. Put my chain on no degrees. Dropped the bag at the dealer. Told him throw them keys. I had a long day, baby, on your knees. Put your face on it while I hold your weave. And baby, when we done, can you roll?
Okay, Raj, this is my question. Could Young M.A. be in nasty female lyrics or is it nasty nigga lyrics?
No, Young M.A. is a guy. I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that young, like, so just like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that. Yeah, but it is. But I can't read that. I'm not reading them type of lyrics. I'm not reading. Because,
she said, "I had a long day, baby, on your knees. Put your face on it while I hold your weave. While I hold your weave.
Put your face on it, though. I don't have nothing that's not what I want to happen. You know, like I don't know. Like I'm not. No, me and Young M.A. looking for the same thing. My point in reading NFL is to read shit that women say about getting cum on their face. Like that's, I'm so sorry for all my 50 plus, but that's what I want to read. I want to know about those women. Because it's ridiculous to me.
But you feel what Young M.A. is saying, so you're like, all right.
But yeah, it's like I'm cool. I can listen to Young M.A. Like I might buy the album. I can listen to that. Yeah, I can relate a little bit. Time. You know.
So Young M.A. could never win like top female rapper.
I hope she does.
I'm saying, like, should she be in? So should she be in top? I mean, I'm asking y'all from all of this. This is the same conversation. Or should she be rap royalty? Like, how does like damn?
Man, that lady a female. It's a female dog. You can't cross over until you.
So then, why y'all never say Young M.A. is like the best? Like with Cardi B, why y'all want to talk about?
Because she not. She don't make good songs. She just. A Young M.A. only freestyle good. She made one hot song, couple hot songs.
I think I 100% agree with that.
She just freestyle. She freestyle. Like if I was her, she should put out 10 just fire tracks and just freestyle on.
It's so lazy.
Yeah, but I mean, on her songs ain't all that good shit. What's on that pop? But
I just think she got a very she don't cater to like a very big demographic. But I think that she could if Young M.A. was a guy. I would be cool with bumping Young M.A. But I'm not gonna be like, man, couldn't y'all heard that new Gates? Yeah, y'all heard that new The Baby?
That's the two I've been listening to.
That new
The Baby.
Exactly. But y'all heard that new Young M.A. Like that's not
if Young M.A. was a dude, she'd be Bobby Shmurda. Cause it's the same song they both blew up on, couldn't
exactly.
Like it's the same exact song,
and
but she wouldn't be in jail. So that's the thing. Bobby Shmurda might still be hot right now if he wasn't in jail.
He finna get out too.
I call it Heffany. It's the same thing as what did Bobby Shmurda say? Rich call that body. We go all that. That's the same song. Oh, yeah. It's the same damn song. He probably would have sued if he wasn't in jail. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Speaking of lyrics, man, we got to talk about it before we get out of here. Good game, Dame Lillard. Good game, Dame Lillard. Good game, Dame Lillard versus Shaq, man. They say it started on the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah. Dame says he's the best ball player, rapper ever. And then Shaq took umbrage with that. And he made a song aptly titled Damn Dollar Diss. It was just a freestyle over the, explosive beat? No, what's the difference? That Dr. Dre track. And then... Little under 24 hours later, Dame came back with Rain, Rain, Go Away. His response track. And yeah, man. Did y'all know Damn Dollar stood for different on levels Lord allowed?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's differences on what?
Different on levels Lord allowed.
Like the good Lord?
Loud.
Yeah.
LAWD, loud.
Like he's different on levels because the Lord allowed it. I mean, I don't know what that means. I don't think it's live.
Hey, he just trying to stay in the NBA. He didn't want them to get. That's how long. He didn't want them to get a Lauren. Best thing
he can come up with.
Yeah, he didn't want them to get a Lauren. I feel like Shaq came out with some heat, but then let's break it down. Shaq sold way more the albums than that, man. Shaq got some songs out here in these streets. Like Shaq done sold 1 million something records rapping. Now with this freestyle, I think
he had the cosign though. Like it was the RZA did the beats, and he had a like he was on a major label. Like Dame Dash is almost like underground. Like
he definitely underground.
Like if Dame was on like I don't know Interscope or something, and like on Rock Nation, and they was like,
and
no,
did
we're
a song
really
with Drake.
Project. We're gonna really put and we're really gonna put a project together for him. Yeah, then Dame would sell them kind of numbers.
No, I don't know because can he make a hot song? He can freestyle well. Can he make a song that's hot though?
We'll just put Drake on
look.
If he was on Cash Money.
I really didn't enjoy the Dame D.O.L.L.A freestyle. Okay, let me say.
So both of y'all are Team Shaq. Okay, I'm listening.
No, I like
definitely Team Shaq because I'm just like Damian Lillard was like kind of talking about money and stuff like that, and I'm just like that's not. I'm a Shaq guy because that's my era, but like I'm a Shaq guy. You can't talk about money because like I really think that Shaq is worth more than you. Like even in basketball, like I'd probably rather have Shaq in his era than have Dame Lillard in this era. Like I don't know, it's just a whole lot of stuff. I just think Dame Lillard should have really like talked about the whole like the Kazam and being a cop and just been funny. That's it.
He didn't mention the
try
Kazam
to come at that man's legacy and talk about like you wouldn't have won them rings without Shaq. You wouldn't have won them. Without Kobe. You wouldn't have won them rings without Dwayne Wade. Like get out of here. Dame.
He said, "I'm new school, got new hits. Space Jam, not Blue Chips." And I was like, Blue Chips was way better than Space Jam.
Yeah,
I think that's what.
Well, I mean, Blue Chips was classic. He also said, "This a different era. You the past, and you the past." Said yourself, "I'm a Tesla. No longer need diesel.
Diesel for gas. Yeah,
kind of like the Cavs ain't really need diesel ass, and even in Miami, won that on the strength of Flash." So I'm like, yeah, he was trying to say
he was spitting. He was trying to spit.
No, his flow,
but it just didn't.
His flow,
it just wasn't it.
Was Young M.A. flow. It was. He was flowing and the shit was hot. But I hate Shaq's voice. He sound old. And it sound he is old. But it just I'm dead ass. It sound like I was listening to like KRS-One trying to battle like J. Cole. And I'm being dead ass when I say that. Like the type of flow you could get Tip in like Raj said, man, high taste, man. J. Cole ain't like it's a J. Cole type flow is what I'm saying. It's a conscious, controlled flow. Dame D.O.L.L.A, Dame Dash, Dame D.O.L.L.A, Dame Dash, Dame D.O.L.L.A,
Dame D.O.L.L.A,
good game, Dame D.O.L.A's. That man can rap. Go ahead, he can rap.
Yeah, he can rap. I agree.
Battle rap, nah.
Maybe he can battle rap, but he got to battle rap with somebody
Marvin Bagley, like he did before.
No, Lonzo Ball.
Something like that. Like somebody that ain't really did shit. Like Shaq did too much. Like Shaq got too much of a legacy for you to.
Should have went in Lonzo Ball.
Feelings. I feel like he wrote that track first, like he was almost Pusha T. Like out here, like trolling that man.
He had it set up already because he knew Shaq was gonna come. I just like the fact that Shaq jumped straight in the booth. That's what I like. I like that more than anything. Shaq said, "Okay, cool, let's go to the booth." And Shaq
is here for all that foolishness.
I kind of wanted Mon Shumpert to come at him.
You think Shump all right?
He gonna start singing and stuff.
Okay, top five Hooper rappers.
Man, I don't know. None of them really that good, so it don't matter. But I'm just
not even Hooper. Let's just go all sports because I got about 3 that I could come up right off the top of my head. What's his name? Go. Lance Stevenson. Go. Lance Stevenson could go. Go listen to that boy. He got a couple of videos too. Le'Veon Bell is trash.
What about Buddy from Port Arthur?
Steven Jackson.
Yeah, I heard.
Steven Jackson could go.
Stacks.
That's what they call him, Stacks. Yep, you right.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson was cool back in the day. Jewels, his album wasn't trash, but them boys had like real production back in. Them boys was like on label.
Kobe sold some records. He was terrible though.
He wasn't.
Honestly, I'm looking at the list right now. Professional athletes that were rappers, and the one person on here that I would actually listen to.
Now here you go.
Outside of like Master P. He's Roy Jones Jr. That's the only person that made a song.
Entertainment, boy.
That's the only person that made a song that's worth like
I drink or smoke, I get head.
I Drink, I Smoke might be like the best athlete song of all time.
I don't drink. I smoke.
It's not a hard put. Like I ain't got nothing to give to no.
Give from no. Which
was that on No Limit, or was it just with like
Mac 10?
Who was that?
Was it Mac 10?
No, it was
It was
Oh shit! Now somebody listening to this podcast at home, like, dog, you don't know it's Fiend. It's not Fiend. It's was it Fiend?
Might have been.
Skullduggery. It was one of them Cash Money people. Raj, you looking at it right now? Who was on?
Yeah, I'm about to say, tell us.
I drank, I smoked. Damn, that man.
Yeah, it was Fiend. It was Fiend.
Was it Fiend?
Yeah. Right?
Thought it was Fiend. Couldn't. Or Skullduggery.
Mr. Magic. No, it wasn't
Master Magic. That's what it was. It had some No Limit ties to it, man. There you go, man. But I'm willing. I'm here to hear all of these athlete rappers just kind of get into a battle royal and just start making diss tracks about each other because it could get real personal. And I would think that would be very funny.
Especially if after you drop 40 on the nigga, that you come out with this same, you go back and drop this on that same night.
It's better than being 40. In the club. You can get Lonzo and them out there to do it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a thing, man. Look, we appreciate y'all kicking it with us for the best of the Best Friend Weekend podcast. We're gonna be right back at y'all neck.
Hey, Uncle, hey, go get that Uncle. He got a new single dropping this month. Check him out.
Oh, here he go. He trying to push the Uncle to levels he's never been at, man. And look, make sure y'all catch. We on Spotify now, so if you're on that kind of venue as well, and that's where you want to listen instead of the traditional YouTube or the Apple Music or the Apple Podcast or the Google Play or the Stitcher. We also on Spotify finally. I don't know what we was waiting for. We was dragging our feet, but we on there now. So all of that to say, man, look, enjoy your weekend. Make it a Best Friend Weekend. And we out.
I'm a cutie with a big booty, big bag. I like big dicks, big ice. I got that good pussy, make a nigga come fast. Then I let him use my face as a cum rag. I'm in Miami with Miami. We do jet skiing. And it's free JT till the jet leaving. If you bitch that's fresh, we the best breathing. Jet leaving. I just flew into the next season. See my booty rock. Drop in a minute, still got it on lock. All you capping ass niggas need to stop. Can't sail in this pussy with a boat, you need a yacht. And I don't know niggas' names, so I call them boo. And I don't save numbers till they send a meal or two. What's up there, little bitch? Stay big mad. Your nigga give big bags, you could kiss my big ass.